It's rare to get a movie out there with conservative values, much less one directed by a top-notch talent and led by a Hollywood A-list star. Well, sometimes lightning does strike twice, and maybe once CNN wasn't completely biased in their coverage of conservatives. Okay, that last one was impossible, but the movie duo of Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg is actually a real thing and have made some great movies together, and their new movie comes out this month. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. I want to be clear that this duo has never actually come out publicly and claimed a political affiliation, and that really doesn't matter to me. Because their movie quality and audience love for these films speak for themselves, but still doesn't speak as loudly as the critics that oppose them and why they do. But there are two things that set these movies apart from the pack: story and dialogue. Take Lone Survivor, for example, based on the true story of Mark Luttrell, who is the only survivor of a mission gone wrong as he died next to many of his brothers in arms, as well as the crew sent to rescue him. And of course, he was attacked by places like Salon for being pro-war propaganda. But look at this interview with Jake Tapper at CNN. And the tough questions don't fly when you frame an interview like this. Check out how they start this off from Mark Wahlberg.
There's some buzz Wahlberg may be up for his third Oscar nomination for this role. Yet more recognition for a wild show business career that launched as a rapper, with roles along the way as a boxer.
Look at the size of that guy.
A thief.
It's over when I say it's over.
And a porn star.
I want you to know I plan on being a star. A big, bright, shining star.
Tapper makes sure to paint the picture of a Hollywood star trying to use this to prop up his own career, taking advantage of a situation that should never be talked about. And of course, he makes it clear that he's not sure about the message of the movie because he doesn't know how he feels about the war in Iraq.
And I was torn about the message of the film in the same way that I think I am about the war in Afghanistan itself. I don't want any more senseless American death.
And then he has the nerve to imply to Luttrell's face that his friends died for nothing because he disagrees with George W. Bush.
Forget hopelessness, just the sense of all these wonderful people who died. It seemed senseless. I don't mean to disrespect in any way, but it seemed senseless. All these wonderful people who were killed for an op that went wrong.
We spend our whole lives trained to defend this country, and then we were sent over there by this country. So you're telling me that because we were over there doing what we were told by our country that it was senseless and they died for nothing?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
That's what you said.
Unbelievable. And then take Patriots Day, the incredible, horrifying, true story of the Islamic terror attacks on innocent civilians at the Boston City Marathon. The Washington Times led a story that said, quote, "Critics pan Patriots Day for portraying America as good and terrorists as evil." Oh my gosh, how dare they? It links to an article from none other than BuzzFeed, entitled "Patriots Day is the first movie of Trump's America." You know, just slandering the amazing Americans that tracked down these horrible terrorists that were trying to kill innocent civilians. How dare Mark Wahlberg and Peter Berg tell this story? And then comes Deepwater Horizon, which Rolling Stone went on to say, Deepwater Horizon, Sully, and the rise of the neo-patriotic blockbusters. Oh my goodness. So basically the through line to all these movies that are fantastic, all great individual films, what is the critique of them? They're pro-American, and brace yourself, I know this is tough for all the mainstream media outlets, they tell true stories. At least as true as you can get in a movie, of course. Go to historyversehollywood.com to look into each one of these awesome, awesome films. When they have to slander you with the most ridiculous critiques, it means you're probably on the right track. And what's so great about this team duo is that when you're unafraid of the media backlash, you can tell these realistic, awesome, true, understandable stories that are fantastic on screen, rather than listen to these hysterical vultures who will still complain, even in a movie like Black Panther, for not having LGBT inclusive characters. No, I'm not joking. That was really a complaint levied at Black Panther. But what I love most about these films that Mark and Peter do together are the characters. And it goes into their dialogue, which is a through line in all of these films. All of them are so believable, real, and grounded and entertaining to watch because they feel real. The scenes don't just stop because they're trying to force in some point. None of the characters feel like mouthpieces for a political agenda. They're all real, they're all grounded, and that's what makes them so great to watch. And I so hope Mark Wahlberg and Peter Berg continue this in their next movie, Mile 22, coming out this month. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. Alright, so if you enjoyed that video, please consider becoming a premium member to The Rebel. That way you have first access to Pure Hollywood and the entire Rebel lineup.